Hey, what's up guys, Winston here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. This motherboard uses AMD's latest B850 chipset, supporting all the latest Ryzen 7000, 8000 and 9000 series of processors on the AM5socket. It's targeted at the mainstream market for gamers and users who's after a next-gen AMD motherboard for light gaming and content creation. It features a 14+2+1 power phase design with 80 amps Dr. MOS for vCore and SoC, giving you enhanced stability and durability. The whole board is cooled by several large aluminum heatsinks for effective heat dissipation. It comes with 4 DDR5 DIMM slots supporting both Intel XMP and AMD Expo memory modules with speeds of up to DDR5 8000 plus OC. Expansion slots include one PCIe 4x16 slot and one PCIe 5x16 slot featuring a spring-loaded latch for easy removal and installation of graphics card. For storage, you get 4 SATA ports and one blazing M.2 PCI Gen 5 M.2 slot featuring their toolless M.2 heatsink design, as well as 3 Hyper M.2 PCI Gen 4 slots for your SSDs. As far as connectivity is concerned, you get a total of 20 USB ports, the killer E3100 2.5 GB LAN, Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth. Other features include the 7.1 HD dynamic audio, the Lightning gaming ports, the BIOS flashback button and ASRock's polychrome sync. We'll be testing this motherboard using a Ryzen 9 9950X along with 32GB of DDR5 7600 RAM. We'll also be using a GeForce RTX 4080 Super to see how the whole system performs. So let's put this into our test rig, and before we do that, let's do a quick unboxing and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, let's do a quick unboxing of the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. It supports all of the latest Ryzen 7000, 8000 and 9000 series of processors on the AM5socket. Alright, let's take a look inside the box. Okay, let's take a look. We have an ARGB splitter cable here. We have a pair of SATA cables. 2 antennas for your Wi-Fi, a thermal temperature probe, and a ASRock badge. We have a quick installation guide and regulatory notices for your motherboard. Alright, here we have the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. It's a very nice motherboard. It comes with a nice black finish with some nice large heat sinks for your VRM, MOSFETs there, and also for the I/O herd. Nice large chipset heatsink here, and you've got the removable heat shield for your M.2 PCI Gen 5, and we've got another heat shield here for your PCIe Gen 4 SSDs. Here we have the AM5socket, supporting all the latest Ryzen 7000, 8000 and 9000 series of processors. This motherboard features a 14+2+1 power phase design with 80 amps Dr. MOS, giving you enhanced stability and durability. We'll start at the top right here. We have 2 of the 8-pin PCI power connectors, and then we have 1, 2, 3 4-pin fan headers. We have 2 3-pin ARGB headers here, the 24-pin ATX power connector there, USB 3 header, and the USB Type E. We have another USB 3 header here, and 4 SATA ports. Along the bottom we have the pinouts for your front panel, and then we have 2 USB 2 headers here. This is for the CMOS, and then we've got 2 fan headers, another 3-pin ARGB, 4-pin RGB, the sensor header there for your thermal probe, and then pinouts for your audio connector there. Right, expansion slots include one PCIe 5x16 slot and one PCIe 4x16 slot right here. The PCIe 5x16 slot includes this spring-loaded latch, which allows you to install and remove your graphics card with ease. And this is the toolless M.2 heatsink design, and all you need to do is unlatch right here and this whole heatsink comes off. And to put it back, you just line it up and you just lock it in place with a click. And underneath this heat shield here, we have 2 more M.2 slots for your SSDs and 1 extra one here. Here we have the DDR5 DIMM slots supporting memory speeds of up to DDR5 8000 plus OC. Alright, let's take a look at the I/O. We'll start off with the HDMI output. We have two antenna connectors for Wi-Fi 7, and then we have a BIOS flashback, 4 USB 2 ports, the Ultra USB power, the Lightning gaming ports, and two USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C, USB 3, and the 2.5 gigabit LAN. And for audio, we have mic in, line out, and SPDIF. Alright, so this is a very nice motherboard targeted at the mainstream market for users and gamers who's after an affordable next-gen B850 motherboard on the AM5 platform. We'll be testing this motherboard using a Ryzen 9 9950X along with 32GB of DDR5 7600 RAM. We'll also be using a GeForce RTX 4080 to see how the whole system performs. So this was a quick unboxing of the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. So what do we think about this motherboard? Well, as I mentioned earlier, the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard is targeted at the mainstream market for users who's after an affordable next-gen AMD motherboard for light gaming and content creation. It may lack some of the enthusiast features found on the more expensive X870 and X870E motherboards, but based on this price, you do get more than enough features for most users' needs. During our tests, we use our usual test rig, which is comprised of a Ryzen 9 9950X processor, a 32GB of DDR5 7600 RAM, and a GeForce RTX 4080 Super. We managed to get some decent scores in all of our benchmarks, including a Cinebench 2024 score of 2,262 points for multi-core and 130 points for single-core. For PC Mark 10, we got a decent score of 10,866 and a score of 17,810 for Pass Mark 11. For Procyon Video Editing benchmark, we got a score of 12,056 and a score of 222 for the AI Computer Vision benchmark. For 3D Mark Steel Nomad and Speedway, we got very good scores of 6,785 and 7,546 respectively. And finally for Port Royal and TimeSpy, we got decent scores of 18,767 and 25,983 respectively. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with the performance of the ASRock B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. Gaming motherboards needn't be expensive. If you're on a budget, then take a look at the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. It's affordable and offers good performance with decent amount of features. Pair this motherboard with a Ryzen 7 9800 X3D processor and you'll have yourself a pretty awesome gaming PC. You can check out the full review on our website at funkykit.com. And there you have it. That was a quick look at the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850 Riptide Wi-Fi motherboard. An extremely affordable B850 motherboard with performance to match and is suitable for all the latest Ryzen 7000, 8000 and 9000 series of processors. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like and leave a comment down below. Don't forget you can actually buy this via the links in the description, and of course visit our website for more news, reviews and hot tips. Oh yeah, don't forget, hit the subscribe button for more. Until next time, this is Winston for Funkykit.com.